Hello students, welcome to the video lecture of Introduction to Electronic Commerce. This is Vidhya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. So these are the contents of this presentation. We'll start with the definition, then features and how it works, and then we'll see the pros and cons of electronic commerce. So what is this definition? So what is commerce actually? So it is a trade or production which deals with exchange of goods and services from the producer who is actually producing the goods to the final customer or consumer. This is actually the act of your exchanging goods and services, that is called as commerce. Next, electronic or e-business. E-business is digital version of this, that is digital enablement of transactions and processes, but it's within a firm or an organization, and it involves information systems under the control of that particular organization. But what is e-commerce then? So electronic version of commerce is e-commerce, that is it is not restrained to a particular firm. Everything happens, that is the act of purchasing, selling and exchanging your goods and services over a computer network or internet connection, where everything is done electronically. That is called as electronic commerce. So e-commerce is purchasing, selling and exchanging goods and services over internet through which transactions or sale are performed electronically. So that is the definition. What are the important features of e-commerce? The first and foremost is ubiquity, but that is it is present everywhere and it is very common, omnipresent. That is the important feature of electronic commerce. Next, it is reached globally, that is all over the world people are now using electronic commerce, and it has pretty good standards, universal standards, and you can personalize and customize according to the demands of the industry, according to the demands of the customers. You can customize or personalize the electronic commerce page or the goods, and then the information that is available is very dense, it is in depth, and it is very interactive. So these are the most important features of electronic commerce: ubiquity, global reach, universal standards, personalization and customization, information density and interactivity. So how does this e-commerce works? So first, the order is placed by the user. It goes to the shopping cart, and once all the orders are placed, finally the entire order is charged with the credit card or the debit card, and the order is completed. So the order form or the receipt is actually sent to the customer and the merchant, because where you're ordering, the website is actually a middleman, like what we have Amazon, Snapdeal, Flipkart. They're all like the middleman. They have enormous merchants available in their platform. So whatever order we are placing, that the customers are placing, that order will be sent, confirmation will be sent to the customer as well as the merchant. Then that to produce those goods, that the order will be sent to warehouse for fulfillment of those products. Then it will be sent to the shipping carrier, which will pick up the shipment from the warehouse, and then it will be sent to the customer. So this goes on and on. This is the actual cycle of how the electronic commerce or e-commerce works. So what are the pros and cons? So every term or every technology will have its own advantages and disadvantages. First, let's see what are the advantages or pros of electronic commerce. First thing is, it is very fast. The selling and the buying process, it's just a click away. So you just click whatever you're interested in, and then you can straight away either sell it or buy it over the internet. Next thing is, the shops are not going to close, because obviously physically the shops will close at nights, but over here it's like available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's another advantage. And more reach to customers. It is available globally, so we can reach to customers fast, and you can reach to more number of customers. Next advantage is no checkout queues. If you go physically and if it is a busy day, the checkout queues might you might have to stay in the queue for almost like an hours together. by the time it comes for your turn to pay. Whereas over here, it's just a click away. If you just click, you can just straight away purchase the goods. Next, you have better quality and low operational cost. Since there is no physical setup, everything is digital, low operational cost. Then easy product selection from different providers. That is, you don't have to settle for one particular brand. There are n number of brands available. Whichever you can browse through all that, and you can select whatever you're interested in. You don't have to, your choices are enormous. You don't have to restrict yourself to less number of choices. That is the another major advantage of electronic commerce. So that is the advantage. Obviously, if advantages are there, disadvantages will also be there. So what are the cons of electronic commerce? Obviously, you cannot touch or you cannot examine the products personally like you would do if you do physical shopping. You cannot do that. And not everyone will have access to internet. Some might not have smartphones, some might not have internet connection at home. So that is another disadvantage. Not everyone is connected to the internet. Then another major disadvantage is credit card or debit card theft. So we are all have been victim of all these kinds of theft because there is hacking going on everywhere. So that is a major disadvantage. People can easily steal the credit card details from you. And the last one is the products delivered might be damaged. So that is another major disadvantage. When you get the product, and when you open it, it might be damaged, and you cannot return it immediately. You will have to call the person again. You have to send a request mail and then send the products back. Whereas if you go physically, you can easily return the goods. So that is another major disadvantage. So that's the introduction of electronic commerce. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much.